Welcome back, prisoners, to Oxygen Not Included, episode 21. You are in Fox's super ghetto prison. Today, I have been working very hard on my alternate file in order to... sandstone... Oh, let's make this out of sandstone. I've been working very hard to prototype a... Over here. I want one of these here and one of these here. Anyways, so yeah, I've been working very hard to prototype some new systems because we are officially in the mid-game. I need an AND gate. We need to research that. Research. Give me these. That'll do for now, though. Yes, I've been doing a lot of practice and trying to get this thing running. And the reason for that is because we have to move into the industrial phase of the game, where we begin really plowing into things. Because, like I said, we are officially in the mid-game. So what have I been prototyping, you may be wondering? What is this material? This is granite. We'll do granite down here. Granite. Indeed, what have I been prototyping? Well, there's two things that we need to build. One of those things is a polymer press. Polymer press is how we get plastic, and then I need a refinery. Let's see, where's the... I probably have it. So here, yeah, we have all of them right here. We're gonna need this thing here. Metal refinery. We're gonna need a kiln, we're gonna need a polymer press, and we're gonna need an oil refinery. We're gonna need all of those things because that is how you make some of these really interesting things. And also, it's how we go to space. Can't go to space without... maybe we can... no, I don't think we can go to space without plastic. But we definitely need steel for sure. Steel is the only thing that can build bunker tiles, which are needed in order to withstand meteorite impacts in the game. So we need a lot of space to do this, basically. I also need a lot of... we're just gonna, like, plow through this area. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just make some more of these. There should be one about right here. Let's go ahead and put this here. We'll clear up to the abyssalite. There's going to be a ton of drilling, though. This entire area has to go. Like, all of this is in the way. Probably all the way even down into here, which is going to be a pain. I'm not going to care as much about gases right now, but one of the things I am going to need is the hydrogen, so I will care about collecting the hydrogen gas. Do I have AND gate? I have not gate, but I don't have AND gate. Need AND gate. So we'll keep letting them do research. As you can see, our slicksters are starting to eat up all of this carbon dioxide. They are getting the job done. You know what? I think I'm going to put the airlock here and then remove this one. That way, if they move in from the top, actually we could just lock this. Doesn't matter that much, although we're losing heat. This thing right here is gonna, like, generate a lot of heat unnecessarily. And we don't want the heat to get out. Making sure these guys don't pull any shenanigans on me. Drill, I command it. Let's ignore the abyssalite. Well, I'll just cancel the abyssalite. Keep drilling. Drill, drill, drill. We do have our... We have these deactivated right now because we need to have all the slime in storage so that it can get destroyed by our disinfection room. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there should actually be a one here. Correct this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where one should be. Now we can remove this. Just try to keep things in line with... I don't want to unite these ladders right now, because that will start to mess up the suit docks. And then the next one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one can go as well. And this one can go. That'll keep the floors nice and neat. So yeah, the problem with the polymer press and the refinery is they generate a lot of heat. I mean, they will sear the skin off your bones. They are very hot, so we will need systems to contain the heat. We'll have to basically up our heat management game. I should have the AND gate now. Yes, AND gate. So what this thing is a more complicated, which direction? Let me rotate it. Let me strip the automation away real quick. So it'll make it a little less, make it a little nicer for me to see what's going on. And also I'll be able to, because you can put this behind things. Okay, so I want it probably... Can't put it there, but I can put it like this. Or maybe like this instead. Yeah, let's put it like this and like that. And now what we will do is add in the Atmos sensor here. And the element sensor. Where's the gas element? Here? Yeah, that's fine. And we'll do the same thing. I'll do B to copy right here, and copy. So what this does is... Gotta hook this one up to that, 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 and then this one hooks up to the actual device itself. So what this thing is gonna do is create an extra condition. If without the AND gate, basically if either of these sensors are giving it a green signal, basically if either of the sensors are saying yes, do it, it'll just turn on. But if you want it to be more complicated, if you're like, it needs to meet two conditions, that's why it's called an AND gate. What it basically means is this and this both have to agree. They both have to say yes. And if they both say yes, then it will turn on automatically. So our first AND is going to be, if the gas pressure is above 300 grams, say yes. So one of them lit up and says yes. And then the other one will be, if the detected gas element is carbon dioxide, say yes. So the AND gate combined says, if carbon dioxide with an atmospheric pressure of at least 300 grams is detected, turn on the gas pump. That's basically what it's going to mean. Copy the settings. And then, of course, we're just going to pump this over here. Going to need to use a gas bridge to not interfere with this. Flip this around, flip that around. And then just pipe these out right here. That'll get the... Also, I got to connect it up to the power grid. And apparently we don't have one here. But let's fix that. I will grab one of these and copy the wire bridge, the B button. There. That'll start getting, because like the carbon just gets trapped in here and it can't go anywhere. So, do we want anybody here? Not a mouth breather. No, not digging. No. We'll take the baby hatch. I might just let them be wild and walk around, create eggs periodically. Let's see, how are we doing on our metals? We're doing okay on metal. This is full. So why are we doing this? Let's see here. Apparently we have some of these that are just, these shouldn't be here. Let's go ahead and get rid of those real quick. What's going on here? How much sand do we have? Filtration, medium. We've got plenty of sand, so these guys can stay. Why are you trussing those guys? Those guys belong here. The people who don't belong here are those smooth hatches. So those smooth hatches need to go. This is where I want the smooth hatches to go. All excess is going to go here at priority 7. The rest of you are 8s. 8. 8. Okay. So that should get them out of there. We also need to start automating this area, because this area is getting really messy. Okay. Looks like they're doing a pretty good job. We also need to start adding in some of these to start cleaning out some of this crappy oxygen. I need a water lock here, because I do need the hydrogen. Copy the bottle emptier. This one's unnecessary. Once we have the, once we've captured enough hydrogen, I probably won't care about the atmosphere nearly as much either. I will just do whatever I need to in order to get it to work. Mop this crap up. Doing a pretty good job. I want to clean up this area as well. The reason we have these deactivated is because we're adding a lot of slime in here. And we want to make sure that the slime gets disinfected. We can't have, oh, I need to choose carbon dioxide. There, now that both of these are on, both of these are saying yes. This is going to start pumping the carbon dioxide into there. Which is fine, because that's where the slicksters are. They're going to continue eating it and producing the crude oil. How is the temperature in here? The temperature in here is not good. Why is the temperature so low in here? Probably because there's too much mass. But there's probably too much mass. We're not insulating enough. So let's go ahead and begin insulating. Probably gonna need to add a second heater in here. Make these a high priority. Get another space heater in here. Get another one of these in here. And connect this up. Want all this maximum priority. This thing is getting trapped in the door. Open. Deconstruct this. Switch this back to auto. Okay, set the settings over here. Copy the setting. Hopefully we can construct this without one of them getting entombed inside of it. Okay, good. Okay, so that should start heating this area up pretty quickly. I'm just going to leave these heaters on. This area needs to heat up to like 150-ish degrees before they freeze to death. Which might sound funny, but yes, they will freeze to death. Copy the settings over here. Okay, now we're going to start adding plenty of carbon dioxide in there. Getting a little bit of overpressurization, which is fine. Let's add in some airflow tiles. Okay, it's no longer essential that these are on max priority, so let's bring our build back to something like 6. Okay, we got some crude oil that spilled on the floor. We need to start bottling, enable bottling of fresh water. Copy the settings. Okay. We need to go back to adding research. We're supposed to just be clearing out the research right now, just going right down the list and getting everything. We've got plenty of carbon dioxide down here, which is nice. We can start pumping that upwards. I think I want to build something to kind of cork the gas. Probably build a, one of those heavy airlocks right there. This is for crude oil. Do that, and then I want you to build a manual airlock right there. We need a lot of space because all of these systems combined are just really... Why aren't we... Okay, let me wrangle these guys up. Okay, stop creating those guys. Wrangle these guys up. This should only be 7. I'll copy the settings temporarily to here, but I want it to be all creatures with no limit and no auto-wrangling. Okay, let's see how it's looking in. Okay, it's the little, like, you see the little red thingies, little red circles, bulky circles in the background? That's good. That means it's getting nice and hot for them, so they're not going to freeze to death. I'm going to turn this one off and just leave the one... I'm just going to leave the one in the middle running. Okay, that saved them. Otherwise, like I said, they would have froze to death. So this, as you can see, we transferred the carbon out of there pretty easily. So that was actually what we were going for. How's this coming along? Okay, now that we've got that done, we can continue digging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put one here. And right about here. We will dig through this abyssalite eventually. But the abyssalite is acting as a thermal conductor, so there's no reason to rush the abyssalite. I would say probably to about... We might not need to get into this stuff over here. Like, that might actually be fine. But certainly, at least this stuff over here. I do want this iron as well. That'll give us enough room. Like, I need, like, all of this room here. And I mainly want the hydrogen gas. And we also need to be able to bring our power transformers downwards. How are we doing? Still need more water, so more bottling is needed. How is the polluted oxygen looking? Fluid oxygen is under control. We got a layer of chlorine forming over here just because it's lighter than carbon but heavier than oxygen. I think I will let these guys breed a bit. I tried to farm some Molten Splits, which is a variant of them, that but I couldn't heat it up high enough for them. They want the temperature to be about 170 at the low end, and this thing cannot heat things past. It cannot change the air temperature to higher than about 160-ish. So it wound up freezing to death because I wasn't. Somebody made a mess apparently. A maximum priority on this before the diseased water gets anywhere. Okay, so that means that our toilets have backed up. So what we're going to do is maximum priority on this into our backup reservoir. Also, same thing. So someone said that we've got a problem with our door. So we don't want people to be able to go out this way. That should fix that. Okay, good. Our water is not contaminated. So eventually we'll need to disconnect that, so let's go ahead and build on a 7. Let's build this like that. Yeah. I'm gonna build a liquid bridge in order to create a priority. Like this. Liquid bridges are useful for telling the game what direction you want the water to flow if it has multiple options. And all I gotta do is this to finish it. Oh, so we got it stuck, actually. Okay, let's destroy that. Maximum priority here. Okay. Now we can rebuild it. Maximum priority again. I want it to go like this, because I want to destroy these sections over here. Okay, now destroy that section, maximum priority. Let's make sure it's correct. Okay, so it's skipping over it, which is what we want. Because what we're going to do now is I got to make room in here. This room is too small for it. I'm just going to destroy our food temporarily. Our food can be on the ground. It's not a problem. Liquid reservoir right here. Got another offering. What are they asking? Oh, do we want unconstructive? No. Anemic? No. Nope, you guys suck. Okay, let's go to medium speed, because I want them to continue building while I'm working on this. Okay, so what we're gonna do... Also, we need to deactivate this. Priority 9 on this. Basically, we need to clean this water. As you can see, it's full. We got 5 tons of water in here, which is its max capacity, but it's full of germs. So even though it's clean water, I don't want to introduce that back into our water supply. The next thing is... Okay, this pipe is empty, which means I should be able to cut it. Okay, good. Okay, so now what we can do is... Oh. I want to make this more like a 7 or something. Okay, so we're going to do this. and then put a liquid bridge to intercept it before it goes... Basically, it's going to go, like, back inside of itself. But basically, if we don't do this, the water just won't come out. It'll just stay inside the tank, which is obnoxious. Okay, now we actually need to use the liquid bridge for its typical use, which is to skip over that. Now we can drag it all the way over here. Where is the... Okay, so the chlorine room is over there. Up like this. One more liquid bridge. Like that. And right into it. Okay. We need to assign more research. They just finished. Let's go ahead and just keep queuing it up. I'm not even looking at what we're getting unless there's something I'm missing. We got the molecular forge, the oxalite refinery. Haven't used those yet. Got an arcade cabinet. Got the virtual planetarium that goes on the surface. We got a bunch of additional gates, more complicated ones. Okay, so this area is looking pretty good. Oh. Okay, so let's turn this off, deactivate, all off, copy settings, and also destroy these because we don't need them anymore. And what we're going to do is get to drilling. So one of the things I'm going to try to do is drill as little as possible, and then I'm going to one thing I've gotten better at on rapidly getting this area to look better is... Oh, that was a false alarm. What is this? This is all igneous rock. Speed up to max. Let's build out an igneous rock. All of this stuff needs to go. Let's just... Oops, let's not do that. Basically, we don't want to drill everything out immediately, because it basically confines the gas. It gives the gas less room to move around, which is good. I am going to want to go up here, though. And we're probably going to drill through all of this. Then we'll go over here. Not up there, though. And then we'll drill through all of this. Not that, though. And all of this. That's too high. Make it one tile lower. Like that. And then cut through this. Why are they complaining about the heat? It's only like 100 degrees in there. What are the rules on this vacancy only good? Let's go ahead, we can speed this up also by putting an oxygen diffuser in here. And running a wire in. Because then when they'll be able to breathe. And it will also pressurize the gas, it'll cause the gas to become... The hydrogen will get stuck up the top and the chlorine will get stuck at the bottom. We should just do this as well. Okay, I thought that might have been a geyser hidden right there. I'm like, hold up now. Are we out of copper? We're suffocating. Oh my gosh, why are you down there? I'm gonna... Once he gets out of there, I'm gonna lock this door. by removing all... means no one's allowed down there right now. I think we're out of copper. Or maybe not. I guess we'll find out. As you can see, digging can be a bit of a pain. Oh yeah, I was going to talk a little bit about the Molten Splits. One of the things that's nice about Molten Splits is that instead of excreting crude oil, because they're so hot, they automatically refine the oil, and the oil comes out as petroleum, because basically you have to heat up the crude oil in order to basically turn it into petroleum. Also, why is our piping... this thing should be piping this out. Oh. That's the problem. We have this on disabled. Okay, once they push the button to reactivate this, the water should start going back. There we go. And so, instead of going back in here, the liquid bridge is telling it to go this way. And then it's going to bridge that way. And then it's going to bridge over here. And all of this has food poisoning germs in it. And then it's finally going to go into here, where it's going to start accumulating, and then the chlorine is going to start killing off the germs, and eventually we'll be left with 5 tons of normal, everyday, clean water, and then we can reintroduce it back into the pool over here. That is the plan. Okay, so these, we are indeed out of the copper for wiring, so let's go ahead and use gold. Very nice. I'm getting annoyed that they're not digging these up. It's because we need a designated gardener to do it, which is starting to piss me off. I'm gonna make farming a standard. Just so everyone can do it, because, like, we're not really doing a lot of farming at the moment. It doesn't matter. It's just going to make this faster. Let's increase the priority of this to 7 so they come and deliver. Let's turn these to 6s. Okay, that's going to give them some air to breathe in there for the people who aren't wearing Atmo suits. We also have all this carbon that's in storage still, so... in my main base, we have a much bigger chlorine room than this. I chose one of the really long rooms, so it was much easier to organize things. The reservoir is starting to fill up. Looks like it's on the back third. Lots of germs in there to be purged. It's gonna take a while, though. Let's open this up a little bit. I want all of these stupid plants harvested. I'm just gonna make these all... like, they need to harvest these plants, like, now. I'm tired of them not harvesting these plants. Get these plants harvested on the double. Because I can't build. I can't build when they're there. Now we will cut this area away. And what we're going to start doing is building. We're going to build this here. I'm going to start plugging up these little holes. Like this, because I'm basically going to reduce the surface area that the gas is allowed to hide in. Like that. And that'll contain the gas into one area. Do the same thing down here. Like this. Put one in here, one here. That's apparently an unreachable build, which is annoying. Cut this away. Plug this up. Basically, we'll probably do it till about right here. And that will make it much easier for us to just vacuum up all of this crap. Get rid of these stupid plants. Okay, let's go see what the printing pod is offering. More larva eggs. Don't mind if I do. Okay, critter egg, larva egg. Okay, they'll automatically grab it and put it in there. Actually, even better idea. Let's put these in the incubator. Incubate continuously. Incubate continuously. There we go. Even better. And then we got this one egg here anyways, so that's fine. We will need a critter drop-off point. So let's go ahead and deconstruct this. We will need to add one because they won't know where to put it. Food. I love how the critter drop-off point is like in the category of food. These guys must die. Ah, I'll let them live. I'll let them live. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to do that anymore. Let's go ahead and clean this area up a little bit. Shave this off. Okay. Now what we can do is build a whole bunch of our pumps. We'll build one here, and one here. And then we're gonna build our 2 tanks. Build one here. And then we'll build this one up top. Put it on top of that one right here. Let's check the voltage on this wire. Okay, it's fine. Next, I need something just to shut them off on and off where I need to. Automation wire. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna go in there as well. Want that plant dug up now. We're going in there. Probably, I don't know if this will have enough storage for all of it, but we'll see. We can always build another one if necessary. Oh, we need to put one here as well. Plug that up so the hydrogen can't stay trapped there. What is wrong with you? Why do you have moderate wounds? Okay, that's interesting. Why are you so heavily injured? Adam, you're going in. Priority 8. In fact, going now. Get up and go. I wonder if the poke shells attack them, because sometimes the poke shells can get territorial. Yep, the poke shells are attacking. Oh! They just chopped him up. Okay, so these guys have to go. Oh, wow. Very nice. Interesting. So yeah, they get territorial if there's due to this egg right here. When they lay an egg, they start to get like antsy. Okay, let's go ahead and raise this to the max. If above, that's because this will be the default off command. And then I need to connect them all. But let's not do it that way. Gotta make sure that they can actually walk to the obstacle, so walk through things so they can actually... What? There. That's gonna be a funny screenshot of him getting chopped up. Interesting. Where is he? Where's Adam at? Where's Adam at? Adam should have only one... This needs to be... Okay, there he is. So Adam is... He survived his encounter with the army of poke shells. Their molts are going to be useful, though, because we can turn them into lime. And we'll need lime to make steel. It's one of the ingredients in steel. What's wrong? Oh, it's too cold. Our cooling in the base is actually starting to overcome the heat in the base, so in some ways we're having some of the opposite problems. Much better. I'd much rather have a cooling problem than a heating problem. It's much easier to generate heat, much harder to generate. It's much easier to deal with cold temperatures than it is to deal with hot temperatures. How close are our slicksters? Eggs are in the way, so we can't see, but once that allows us to just start ripping through all this carbon dioxide. Eventually, we won't be able to create enough carbon, and then they're all going to starve. So, yeah, that'll be one of the... Unless I could find something that generates a ton of carbon. Maybe some of the, let me see down here. Maybe the petroleum generator will generate a ton of carbon. Yeah, to 500 grams per second of carbon, that's quite a bit. It also makes polluted water. So, like, that's the advantage of some of these. These create water, like, for example, natural gas generators, they leak water, and polluted water can be turned into clean water, so they're another way to just get water over time. This thing generates a ton of electricity, too. So, yep. That's going to be that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. I'm gonna try to get things back on track. Yeah, I didn't think we would actually be able to start building that stuff until later, but... how much for... I think I want at least 3 floors. Well, no, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, we probably will have to go deeper, actually, because I need, like, a lot of room to store liquids and whatnot. Like, I need... So this floor, for example, things are going to happen, and then we'll have 2 floors. So this is like... It needs, like, 3 floors dedicated just to it. And then the same with this one is going to... So we actually are going to have to go pretty deep. We'll probably have to go close to that. Just tunneling through everything. So yeah, we're going to have a few episodes of basically just, like, tearing this place apart in order to make room for our industrial might. But... That's going to be the end of that. With the hydrogen is going to be used for an air conditioning system. But anyways, like this video if it was entertaining, subscribe for future Oxygen Not Included content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.